Hello everyone, I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. It is time to crack open those black books to the third session of the 2022 Standardbred Horse Sales Company auction. Now, it's also the final session for this sale that features exclusively yearlings. And a lot of yearlings there were, 400 to be precise. And yesterday we did feature a couple horses of a different color, a roan and a chestnut. So I'm going to keep the trend going by throwing a gray in the mix. Okay, Jim, tell me about this Winback bred beauty, 733 Lily's Court.
She's a beautiful filly, Courtly's Choice filly out of Lily Whites, and beautiful gray filly. Been out a lot this week, and we're looking forward to selling her today for decent money.
Yeah, I kept seeing her picture on the Winback Facebook page, and I swear she was saying, "Heather, come see me, come see me."
Sure,
yeah, of course. So I know a lot of people were probably hearing the same thing, and you said she has been popular.
Yes, she has been very popular. A lot of people have been stopping by to take a look at her, and hopefully they've been on her.
Now, we mentioned that she's a Courtly Choice. First year for Courtly Choice, all these yearlings, Now, what about her mom's side? That's where she gets the gray, right?
Right. White Ruffle's a second dam, and she's pretty famous for throwing grays, and it's passed on to Lily Whites, and, so we're looking good there.
Tell me about the Courtly Choices. How do you like them?
Oh, I love them. I loved them since they were weanlings, and we got my first look at them, and I thought they'd grown up real nice and turned into good-looking horses, and I think they'll do well hopefully they do well on the track,
right.
But they look like they should do well on the track, yeah.
He was a fan favorite, and
Absolutely.
So it'll be fun to watch his babies. Now, who decides the breeding, or do you have an app, Tinder, Bumble, swipe left?
Snapchat, right.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of a group effort. Joe goes through them, Jack goes through them, I go through them, Liz, of course, goes through them, and we kind of have a round table and, discuss it, and kind of everybody throws out their ideas, and we try to come up with the perfect cross.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been at Winback?
23 years.
Okay, all right. Well, a long time, but I think I've known you since you started there.
You have.
Yeah.
You have. I think I did an interview with you there my first year in the New Delaware barn at the time.
Very cool. Now, you've been there a couple decades, so why do you love it so much? Because you obviously do.
The people I deal with all the time.
Why are you laughing after you say that? No, you do work with a bunch of great people, don't
Absolutely.
you?
Yes, I do. The people, obviously the horses, and it's a beautiful farm, and couldn't ask for really a better place to work for what I like to do.
Thank you, Jim,
Thank you,
and
Heather.
best of luck with all your Courtly Choices and your other horses.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And that pretty gray pacing lass brought a nice price of $30,000. The buyer was Mark Ford. Yes, the same Mark Ford who bought Practical Landing, the roan trotter we featured on the Day 2 recap. While Winback sold an impressive amount of yearlings in these first 3 sessions, at around 90, of course, the consignor with the most tip numbers at close to 200 was Hanover Shoe Farms. Russell, first, I want to thank you for the wonderful weather. Everyone has loved it. I even saw Doc Moore with shorts on. He said he's never worn shorts to Harrisburg before, so thank you for that.
I wish I could take credit for it, but you're welcome.
It has been really, really great. Now, also, what's been great for Hanover, I'm telling you, what a sale. Of course, the 2 top sellers that we had, the $600,000 date night Hanover, and then there was a horse tandem Hanover, I believe, for $510,000. I mean, really, but all around, a great sale for Hanover.
Absolutely, and while we're on the subject of me taking credit for things, Hanover just has a great team. Dr. J, Patty Murphy, everybody that works with these and gets them ready, that have planned the matings 2.5 years before, They've just done a wonderful job, and now we're seeing the results of it. End of the day yesterday, we were having our best sale of all time. So everything today is on top of that. And I think if you look at the overall sale, that both the buyers and the sellers are happy. I mean, Hanover's happy, but the people who bought them feel like they got a good deal for them.
Now, what makes you more psyched up? Seeing a horse in the ring go for a big price, or seeing a horse that you bred make it to the winner's circle? Because I know they kind of go off of each other, right?
Oh, they do. It's got to be the winner's circle every time. As you know, we don't protect them. We sell them whatever they bring. So some of them bring more than we thought. Some of them we feel like somebody stole them. But when that person takes it home, trains it, races, and makes it to the winner's circle, they love us, so we love it too.
Right. Because even though it's great to make a big buck when you have a horse selling high, when you got somebody taking the horse to the winner's circle, they're going to say that's a Hanover horse. Well, what is the future for Hanover? You said you have a great team. I mean, I don't know how it can get any better than what it is now, but I suppose there's always room for improvement?
Well, that team is pretty young. So we've got time. We've got time to add another team behind them. So that's going to be a major stress for us. I think that we've always been involved in a lot of areas beyond just the breeding and the mowing and that part of it. We've got a new governor in Pennsylvania. We're very optimistic. He really understands how the Racehorse Development Trust Fund works. We think there's some initiatives for racing generally that we can back and get his help with, not just to increase purses and that type of thing. We want that, but also to let the public know that there's a high level of integrity in Pennsylvania racing. And the things that we do here can be done in all the racing jurisdictions.
One of the many trainers taking home Hanover yearlings is Noel Daly. The Australia native had a busy 3 days at Harrisburg, purchasing from several different consignments. Now, I caught Noel as he was starting to walk out the door, and I said, where are you going? And he's like, I'm leaving before I spend any more money. And I said, Noel, take a seat. We want to talk about that. So, one of the leading buyers here at Harrisburg. But you said it's not all your money.
Fortunately, no, most of it's not my money, so that's good. We've actually had more money to spend than we usually do, so hopefully we've got a better class of baby than we have in the price. That doesn't mean they're better. We've had a lot of luck with the cheaper ones, but nice to be able to buy ones with pedigree as well, so.
I know that when we did our choose-in training that you had said, I just don't buy high-priced yearlings. And meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that you got the sale topper yesterday, or as close to it. You got that Captain Treacherous colt, right?
Ken Jacobs, he picked it and bought it. I bid on it and bought it for him. He picked it out. That was the one he wanted out of the sale, and we were lucky enough, he paid enough money to get it, so.
So, of course, high hopes, though, when you do buy a nice-priced yearling. But you had said that, was it last year was the first time in many years that you had paid 6 digits or something like that?
Yeah, we bought a Chapter 7 colt last year. That was the first $100,000 one we'd bought in a decade. And I like him, but he hasn't made it to the races as yet. I still got good hopes for him, but that's the first one in a decade that we've given that money for. And this year I've probably got 8 or 9 of them that we've given that money for or more.
So let's talk about your daily, Harrisburg numbers here. Okay, so how many did you take home?
I got 5 today, and we got 5.
You got 5 today already? I didn't even realize that.
That was while I was trying to leave. Yeah, we had 5. I think we had 5 yesterday and 3 the day before. Yeah, so probably 13. That's why I'm trying to get out of here. Yeah. No, I'm very happy with what we've come out of here with, but it's, now it's just a matter of whether we bought the right ones, and we'll find that out.
Last question. I know you want to get out of here, but okay, now what do you do from here? Today's Wednesday. The babies go to your barn. Now what happens? Do you hook them tomorrow or what?
My second trainer, Nico, I've been out here, and that's exactly what he's been doing. We had today, what's today? Wednesday. So Monday's crew were mostly in the cart today, so he didn't muck around at all. He line drove them yesterday, and most of them hooked today. So.
Kind of wild how they've evolved, by the way. I feel like I remember, because I'm sort of old school, when you take them home and line drive them for like weeks, it felt like, and now they're just messed with so much at the breeding farms and, you know, worked with, that you can take them home and hook them up pretty much the next day.
Yeah, it's scary, you know. As I say, I've known from back home, and before, you know, we used to get them and they really hadn't seen anybody, or you know, it could take weeks before you put them in the cart, and now, you know, there's some of them get in the cart the next day. It's crazy how good most of them are, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Alrighty, get out of here. I'll let you go. Thank you so much, though, for letting me sit you down for a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Dale. Now, $44 million. This is the first time that the sale has grossed that. Like, 3 words: amazing.
Yeah, it did. We 44.4 is what we average, or what we grossed, and our average took a hit, but we expected that. We sold about 130 more horses in the last 3 days, and when you do that, that's what happens. But I'm elated with what went on. You know, it's tremendous, and hope we made the consigners happy, and we took a lot more horses to help try to make them happy. You know.
Yeah. Well, happy consigners and happy buyers. I know there's been a lot of smiles between the weather and the great horse talent, you know, the potential superstars out there walking through the rings, you know, a lot of smiles.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to see them on the track next year. I mean, it's going to be, I think it's amazing. There were some amazing individuals sold at all the sales, but we had some tremendous horses here. And like you say, everyone was happy. I seen high fives, I seen low fives. Everybody was really happy.
Tomorrow, the mixed sale begins. I'm not sure if you guys could see. Well, earlier we had people at Hanover just taking the signs down. You know, things are going to be moved around here. The mixed sale, also exciting, and kind of a new pack of people coming in.
Right. Yep. It's a whole changeover. But now the consigners that were here just to sell yearlings, they'll be here to buy mares tomorrow for the next couple years. But I'm pretty excited about the mix sale. We have 48 fabulous fillies, and we've never had that many fabulous fillies, and some tremendous mares there. And we were just I was talking to Julie Miller about it. We've got less outs right now than we've ever had. So I think going a little later with our catalog really helped that. We actually picked up 100 more horses going that couple weeks later, and 20 couple of them were in the fabulous filly category. So I'm really excited about tomorrow. Okay. Really excited.
All right, very cool. So we've got Thursday and Friday to still be together. So I'll see you tomorrow evening.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for everything.
Thank you so much for joining me once again for our video recap for Harness Racing Update at the 2022 Standardbred Horse Sales Company auction. Now, of course, I will be back tomorrow for the mixed sale. But in the meantime, for complete coverage and all the 411 from Harrisburg, check out harnessracingupdate.com. I'm Heather Vitale.